Hello everyone, and welcome back to the island of Alki and the stories of our tribes. So last time we celebrated the fact that there was a huge abundance of food, and we are still actually sitting on top of a gigantic abundance of food. I'm very happy about that. We have over 100 food right now, which is more than I've ever had before, in large part thanks to all of the various berry bushes that we have found, and the fact that we have been so cautious on holding off on our moves or waiting until we can attack a carnivore to be able to truly access a whole bunch of the resources that are available out there. Carnivores are good eating, actually. That's definitely some truth to that. And now that we have an abundance of over 100 food, we are starting to figure out what we want to do with our tribe and where we want to take things. On the island of Hoshina, we already fully explored all of the mutations that you can possibly have. And here on the island of Alki, we have been studying the strategy of how everything is done just a little bit more, as well as having a ton of fun with all of the stories that the various tribe members have been giving us. For instance, over here on the corner of the island, we have Konasi, and Konasi has existed here on the edge of the island for quite a while. In fact, we're going to move her into the nest so she can have her baby. She was one of our original explorers quite a while back, and she was here with an uncle of hers who was a very strong, powerful explorer, and he passed away of old age out here while they stood looking out at the beach. And Konasi has actually been able to meet Kukukir here, and he has had a couple children with her. They have Konala, who actually can do a little bit of fighting, just a teensy bit for herself, and they have the peaceful Takuta, who actually is our very first creature born on the island of Alki, who can not do any form of attack whatsoever, but he is a very good berry picker. I think he is one of the best berry pickers that we've had yet. We haven't really had the 5-level berry picker on this island the way that we did with our other island of Hoshina yet. So he is very peaceful, and he's going to be tending to the little berry bushes that they can find, and hopefully they'll be able to find more as the tribes finally explore the northern edges of the island for the very first time. And Aname, who has existed as an unused warrior for a very long time, not of the best health and not able to do anything whatsoever to help with berry picking because she's got double claws, has been finally working her way down. She's very slow. She's got one of the slowest movements out of any of our creatures, even if she has one of the strongest attacks. But she worked her way down from her post up at the cactuses for eons and eons, and wiggled down so that she could finally start a family of her own and find a home in this small little tribe. So I'm very happy about that. We've also got Cisco, who's a little bit of a sassy one, and she just had a son kind of on a whim over here called Nukirduk. And Nukirduk considers it his obligation to watch over the hole in the ground, which we have never really had before on our old map, so I'm still excited to see it here. Well, excited is a strong word. I'm still surprised to see it here. But he watches over that hole in the ground that his father fought a carnivore inside of and won. So he also takes care of this little berry bush right here, and hopefully we'll have him sort of glance up a little bit. Hopefully, we will have some of the tribe members who are going back and forth on this path be able to wiggle down here and add in some new genetics from time to time. We have lost a few of our older members who are watching over the bunnies over here, and we're starting to get to the point where we need to have another baby boom in order to return everybody to their outpost spots. Because we are getting a little bit older with everybody like Nuvan and some of our other members, and we want to make sure that we have somebody on every single possible berry bush at all times. Not to mention looking out for carnivores, and also hopefully hunting down some bunnies to supplement their food. So everything seems to be going pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and have a couple of these guys start doing some exploring again. Oh, there's a bunny! Can you get your bunny? Oh, he can't get his bunny. But I need to have Isla do a bit more exploring at the back. Well, she still can. She's one of our best explorers. There we go. And she just found another berry bush. That is why exploring is totally worth it. But a big part of the story that we are going to be working on right now is actually the fact that Kosi, who is one of the lesser wives of the tribe members, has always kind of resented the fact that because of her plain skin and antlers, she's been looked down on as being one of the less attractive members of the tribe. And 2 of her daughters were born with those traits, Anala here and Anna. and she wants to send her daughters up north. So Anna had the idea after talking with Kukunu about the adventures of what could be up north. And Kukunu, with his spit snout, is considered extremely attractive to this bit of the tribe. A little bit not as attractive as he could be. That would actually be if you were like Ronu, or that would be if you were like Kuvan here, where you also happen to have spots all over your body, as well as the spit snout. But he's considered fairly attractive. So he and Anna want to start their own tribe, and they're going to go up into the far north into this region to do it. And they're also going to bring with them a few of the tribe members I really want to see traits passed on for, like Dukirta here. And he's not actually what we're going to go for with the antlers and the tan coloring, the brown, light brown coloring that has no spots or anything. He's not that kind of genetics, but I really want to just see him have some adorable babies. So we're gonna work on that. And he actually has a little brother now named Kuro, and Rokuro is quite attractive too. I mean, A and D immunity, so a little bit different from his brother. So we'll have lots of variety, and that's a very good thing. But we're gonna send Anala and Anna. I keep mixing the two girls up, but we'll send Anna up first, and I think we'll have her go this direction, and then we'll send Kukunu up with her, and then they're going to start wandering that way. And then little Anala is going to follow as quickly as she can. And we'll also send Dukirta, so he's going to go up too, maybe just to get away, because he's not been the best berry collector, ironically, so he might just be getting away from the family and not really realizing there's a deeper purpose to it. And meanwhile, Kuvan's just going to pop back up here and continue having babies with his mate. And then this little guy, Kuduk, is waiting for, Anala, I should say, is waiting for Kukta to age up so that he's old enough to breed with. A and F immunity, and then F and D, or is it U? Oh no, it was Dukta. That's right, that's their child. Okay, never mind. We're gonna have another child there. And then Anako, F and B. Yeah, Anako is another one of his mates. I totally forgot that Dukta really lucked out, because he has some of the genetics, the A and Ds, that we need to send through for healthy children in our tribe. So he gets lots of mates. So lucky you. And we'll continue with some of these ones. Let's see. We'll move little Neuro out of the way and have Lassie step in. And then Kiro and Lassie can have another baby, so that we can have plenty of children. We do have to have a bit of a baby boom, like I said, in order to get our population back up. Bunnies! I hope the bunnies are having a baby boom too, because that would really help us out. And then we'll go ahead and kind of explore all the way to the berry bush from this angle too. So we found another berry bush over here too. So yeah, the little bit of exploring we've been doing has really been paying off. We just need to have enough babies to be able to fill the gap. So let's see what these babies are going to be. So many babies! Oh gosh, there's so many babies. Wonderful. So Kutavan has been born. I'm pretty sure we already have a Kutavan, but we have Kutavan born, and he will be able to be very attractive in terms of the tribe's expectations. And Duke Nunu, what a name. So another little boy, D immunity, really good to have. And he's also got the venomous fangs, which is quite cool. So it looks like Lassie managed to pass on her venomous fangs again. I love her coat coloring. So hopefully she'll have plenty of children before she passes away. Rokuro, oh, he looks so tiny. They look so itty bitty when they have dots. It just makes them look even smaller somehow. So we're going to have these two have another baby, because I want Lassie to have as many children as possible before she passes away. And Kuduk, I think I'm going to send Kuduk out so that he can do maybe a little bit of exploring along the edges, and just start wiggling towards some of the berry bushes that all of the others have been finding. And Isla, I feel like this berry bush is going to be her grand finale, because she is coming up on the end of her life. Rira, I think, would do a little bit more exploring. There's a rock, okay. And Dukta would probably also do a little bit more exploring, maybe this direction. And we'll have him gather up that berry. Oh, we haven't even explored the berry bush. Have to explore the berry bush, or else when you step away from it or your creature dies, you won't know where it is anymore. And that would totally defeat the whole point of everything. Anakora is going to pass away pretty soon, which is going to be a little bit sad, but it does happen. Oh no, and we lost the little old lady that we had up here for so long. I am going to miss her quite a bit. All right. And I think Dukirta is going to kind of lead the way. And then we'll also have you lead the way, buddy. And it's just trying to figure out how to, there we go, how to kind of clear a path so that all of the creatures that are coming up to this northern nest can get there. This is kind of exciting because she's here, they're looking at the remains of the last northern guard, and they're figuring out how to move down into the nest that they have back there. So they're going to move up to the north and become the North Tribe. All right, and we'll gather up these berry bushes. There we go. And we have another handsome little baby back here. Another very handsome set of babies over here. Rovanta. And then over here we have Nuku. We're beginning to get a lot of boys. We're going to have to kind of even that out because I think every single one born over here last time was a boy. So we're really getting a lot of boys other than Rinala. So Rinala, you're suddenly very, very much in demand. So we'll have her move up. We'll have these two have another baby because suddenly that's getting really, really important. And then Nuvan also has the antlers and is considered very plain, but he really enjoys his tribe and doesn't want to see himself move anytime soon. And then near Kirduk, all right, we'll have you and your mom kind of keep an eye on everything as usual. And then maybe do a little exploring over here to make it easier to move back and forth from among these areas in the future. And then over here, how is our little quiet tribe doing? Well, we've got the peaceful little boy, Tanukta, and he's going to gather up berries. His little sister, who's probably very curious, Konala, we'll send her out so she can do some exploring. She's got some excellent movement. And then Ananame is going to move up into this nest. We have Rasi, another peaceful explorer. So Rasi is going to do a little bit of exploring too. I think we're going to have Konasi have another baby. So Rasi, oh, they're so tiny. They're just itty bitty babies. They're very adorable. There we go. So I think we've got a lot of our creatures all lined up. And let's see. Yeah, a lot of our creatures lined up, gathered all of the berries that we can. We've got somebody in the bush over there, but I don't want to go down the hole. You either have the choice of like falling in the hole. I guess we could. All right, we're going to move up. All right, we're going to have to do a little bit of exploring. I think that was very, very frightening for Nukir Duke, and he's going to do some exploring of his swamp area. I think his mom should do some exploring of the swamp area too, just so it's easier to get to the berry bush too. All right, and we'll do a little bit of exploration left and right, just kind of clearing out some spots. There's a lot of spots that we haven't really looked at close enough, and so we're constantly surprised by berry bushes. All right, I think that's all we're going to get this round. So let's continue moving our little northern expedition up to their spot. And Anala is growing up just like her sister. So they are growing up. And I guess, let's see. These two have been long-term like friends. So we're going to go ahead and have her. She found the nest. There we go. And she is now expecting. So that's the first baby in our northern tribe already. So we've got that going. And now we need... little Anala is going to join her sister. So the northern tribe, just like that, they've settled in and they're going to have children. And let's see, gray fur. Do we have... oh, we've got the brown fur. Yes. So we can see if we can get a brown fur mutation. And maybe we could try for berry paw. So we'll see if we can get berry paw in more often too. So the northern expedition is settling in, which is pretty exciting. And Kuduk, I feel like Kuduk I wanted to have breed with somebody because he's very attractive actually. I really like his looks. We need to have more girls though. All right, Nukdu, can you gather up berries? You can. So you're probably going to move up there and be in charge of that berry bush. And then let's go ahead. Oh, look at the little baby. Look at the little baby under its mom. Gosh, she's so cute. And Ravanta, I might move you up here and you can help out with this berry bush when the time comes. And we've got so many berry bushes. So many berry bushes and not enough of everybody to take care of them. Come on, Classy, I need to see your baby. Kutvan is going to come over here. And then we'll do a little exploring over here. Gather up that berry. And then we can probably move him here. And he can help out with the exploring of the swamp area. There we go. And then... oh, there's a bunny! Am I going to get the bunny? I feel like the bunny... I don't want to waste any moves to chase the bunny. Because the bunny's not worth very much. Alright, we'll kind of keep an eye on it though. Alright, so poor bunny. Your fate is sealed one way or another, bunny, when you finally decide where to go. And then Dukta, he has done a good bit of exploring to help loop all of this together. Oh, it's not looped all together yet. Dukta, you can help out. Yes. All right. Now we're really talking about clearing some areas out. All right. We'll move you up here to help out for a minute. And then Van, he can help out there. We'll move down a little bit, see if there's anything over here. Darn, nothing. I was really hoping that we would stumble on something useful. And then Isla is about to pass away, but she helped to clear out a little bit more of a path so that we can get somebody down by this berry bush. All right. Man, it's a lot of tribe members. It's definitely a lot of tribe members. And we definitely need to make sure that we have some more baby girls born into this tribe pretty soon. So, let's see. Duknu. Yeah, no baby girls just yet. So we definitely need to see if that can happen. And we're running a little bit lower on our food, so we might have to pull back on some of our exploring pretty soon. We've got a very adventurous itty bitty baby down there. And we'll have her itty bitty sister over there. And then Mikoko, a striped baby who's just like her mom. Not quite as strong, but she does have the ability to attack instead. Oh, that's so fun. Ananame, I'm so glad that you're able to enjoy the last little bit of your life exploring and just being taken care of in your tribe. That is so nice. All right. Oh, and there's a cactus there. See, just right outside of our nest, and we need to do some exploring to figure out where they are and what they are. All right, so we've done quite a bit. I think I need to do a little bit more. There we go. And now we've opened up one path to get down here so that these guys aren't quite so isolated. We need to continue that. And actually, there's no female over here to be able to pass on. Bunny! Got the bunny. Yeah, that bunny is doomed as soon as it makes up its mind. And there's no female over here to be able to pass on the responsibility of watching over the whole from New Kirduke. So we might move one of these little females over in the future. That would be a good mix. So far, it looks like only the very far little Solitude tribe is the one lucky enough to have a bunch of girls. Though Rasis has been born. She's another gentle one who doesn't have any ability to attack. So she's just like gentle. She's got spit snout, and we'll have her stay over here with all of these spotty boys who can fight over her, who almost all look identical. There's so many babies. And Duknu, I'm going to move up here so Lassie can hopefully have one more baby before she passes away. I really love Lassie. I'm going to miss her a lot. There's not really anybody who looks like Lassie, you know what I mean? All right, but we're also going to keep an eye up here to see what Anna's first baby in the northern tribe is going to look like. And... Spit snout, but plain coat. Kirta, a little boy. All right, so the northern tribe has welcomed their very first brand new baby member. We're sitting on top of a bunny there, so we're going to take care of that. And then Kuduk here is going to end up watching. Come on, little guy. There we go. Got a bunny over here. So it looks like we've got a little bit of a bunny rush. We'll have to check all of the normal bunny haunts. And then, oh no, we had a little girl die of old age. No, why? Rasi, well, I need to move you up so that like all the boys know where you are. Oh, another bunny. So we're having a little bit of a bunny meal right now. I won't complain about that. Cisco, oh no, Cisco, why? At least she poisoned him. At least she poisoned the carnivore. That's so sad. New Kirduke is going to lose his mom right at the last. That's so sad. Oh, so she's gonna end her life by being chased down by a carnivore. Phooey. Oh, and we have toxic eyes, you guys. Toxic eyes just appeared. Or excuse me, no, that's Anasi? That's a little girl. Normal body, or not toxic eyes. What is that? Why does she have that again? I can't remember. Spit snout. Is it just spit snout? I think it's just spit snout without black eyes. We've had spit snout with black eyes for so long. She's got green eyes. Oh my goodness, how fun. I forgot Dukta, what it looked like when they have spit snout and it's not black eyes, because we've had black eyes on all of our spit snouts for so long. So really fun, wonderful. Kosi has had another child. It is another little boy, Dukro. Oh no, and Lassie passed away before she had her last baby. Oh, that makes me so sad. So sad. And we've got a little boy. Ooh, and a little girl named Ressi, who's all spot. spots. Very interesting. So little Jessie, does she carry anything? She has poison fangs as her recessive. So yeah, we've got some new babies. We're running low on females, so we might need to kind of breed up a lot of our creatures and cross our fingers for females, because we're starting to run a little bit low on them, and I want to make sure that the ratio is at least somewhat even. But the northern tribe has managed to work its way up into the north area and has become established. So I'm very happy about this little family. I think they're going to do really well. Hopefully they'll have lots of awesome babies, and hopefully the northern tribe and the solitude tribe will be able to eventually meet and continue exploring the very last of the back of the island. So we might have, oh, and there we go, a berry bush. We might have all sorts of untold treasures or dangers hiding back here. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.